On today's video, really is Honda push mower, walk behind. Got a common issue that these usually have. It's the inability for it to be pulled backwards very easily. So what I'm going to do in this video is hopefully get this fixed. We'll see how far I have to get into it in order to get it fixed. So, and then we'll service the mower, give it a quick wash, quick cleaning, make sure everything's good on it. So it's all in regards to the rear axle. Usually it's related to bushings and the little axle itself getting bound up in there and not pulling back very well. So hopefully some grease, some sandpaper, and some WD-40 will get this back going again, and we'll get it on the bench. I'll show you what we're talking about and see if we can get this thing going here next. Alright, so I got this propped up. Underneath here you can see that we've got the axle pretty rusted actually on both sides. So I'm wondering if just a little bit of rust has gotten in there. I'm wondering if we can just soak it in some WD-40 and get it back right again. But part of me is like, no, we need to take the wheels off, kind of sand down the axle and stuff just to see what we could do. So what I'm going to do, grab what I need here, like what do we need? 13 mil, 12 mil, something like that. 12. And we're going to pull the wheel off. We're going to see what all parts and pieces come off of it here. That we need to sort out. So let me put you on the side here so that we can watch this. Alright, so the whole wheel's just going to come off, I think. Alright, so underneath here we've got, oops. So underneath the bolt, it was this curved washer and this straight washer. The straight washer goes closer to the wheel. And then, so we'll move that out of the way for the moment. And then you have your gears here. There's a couple of these snap rings that you've got to get off. So let me grab this snap ring, pull the gear off. Is there a washer in front of this? There is. So it's a washer and a gear, a key, the plastic piece, another washer here, which I may need to get a little WD-40 to separate this. Alright. Another put them in order here. Another snap ring washer here. We can get that stuck in and get it off. Okay. It's a little thin washer. And then this bearing piece here, which apparently doesn't want to come off. So that's interesting. give it a little bit of encouragement here. I'm going to give it a very, very light tap on the very light, very, very light. Very light tap. Alright, there we go. So that's that. And then what we could see on the inside here, we've got some bushings and stuff. But we also see and I'll show y'all, see if I can get y'all down here. I have to get y'all a little bit lower. Maybe just a tiny bit of scoring right there, if you could see that. So what I might do real quick is try and sand that without having to take everything completely off. So that's what I'm going to try and do next. That's how you take the axle off, or the wheel off of one side, so that you could get to the axle and stuff along those lines. So let me see what we can do here with working on this, and hopefully get it to pull back a little bit easier. Alright guys, so here's what I have done so far. So what I did, put a little bit of grease there. Did wire brush treatment on the shaft right there at the bearing. Also did it on this side. I can't really access the other side, unfortunately, but I did spray WD-40 where the bearings are. This seems to have helped it a little bit. I know that you gotta put bushings and stuff in them too sometimes, so I may try this before I go that far, since it's not that difficult to take all this stuff off. But I'm gonna maybe repeat the process on the other side real quick, and then we'll continue on, and we'll put the wheels back together, and hopefully it'll roll backwards a little bit better than it is now. Alright, time to assemble and put this back together. Seems like it's a little better. So I've already done the other side. It's basically rinse and repeat. Grease, WD-40, and all that good stuff on all of the things here. And scraping off some rust and stuff on the axles and things along those lines. So, whoop. So just right there, we'll do a little bit of grease on them as well on that side. I've already done this side also. It's best to put everything back on before having the wheel on one side. So you can kind of tap the axle over if you need to, just like I've done here, so that I can get the washer, this big washer, and then the small washer before you put the clip on, right? So let's put the clip on. I'll get you all over here. And like, if it's really, really bad, you may need to, I believe there's some bushings and stuff in there that you may need to replace. This one, it's okay. So we're going to see if this works well enough to where I don't have to do anything with it. But we'll see. So let's see, it looks like we need to put this washer in next. Grease this stuff a little bit too so that it moves nice and free. And Then we'll put on the key. This should go in this way. I always get these backwards because they run opposite of the way that you need them to go. So they should be difficult when you push it forward. But you can already see I can move it by hand fairly easily there, which is good. And then push that in. Oh, my bad. First, we need to put that in. Then the key and this. Oh, got something to bind here. Hold on. There we go. All right. Now we'll put that washer in. Sorry. Hopefully y'all can see that visually how this works. I know the sun's kind of a little bright on the back side of it, but so it's thick washer, thin washer, clip, medium size washer, or no, the plastic shroud, medium size washer, gear, medium size washer, clip, wheel. So that's that. I do need to spray a little bit of WD-40 right there, and looks like I need to go one more round with the wire brush on the back side of the axle there. But I think after we do that, like I said, it's not going to, these never roll very well, but hopefully it will roll a lot better after we do this. So put the wheel on this side. That actually feels quite a bit better. It's not, still got a little resistance on it, but like I said, it feels quite a bit better. So I think we can get by with not having to put any bushings on this, I hope. But I'm going to put the other wheel on the other side now, get it down. We'll see how easy it pulls back, and we'll see how much easier it is compared to when it first came in. So everything's back on the ground. I've serviced it, and it seems a lot better. If y'all know the Honda mowers, y'all know that they don't pull back without some resistance, but it's a whole lot better than it was. And I'll do my best to show you on camera. I know I didn't show it before, but you had to pretty much force it back pretty hard in order to get it to go. And now, even though there's a little bit of resistance, it's a whole lot better. So that's kind of like the quick and dirty way in order to get this a little bit better. But yeah, it's significantly better than it was. It requires just a tiny bit of effort to pull it back, but when you have the mower running, it's actually can be a little bit easier. But yeah. So yeah, so like I said, this ain't like 100% perfect, but it's a lot better. It's a lot more manageable. You don't have to like force pull it back like you had to before. So So yeah, so that's just kind of we took it apart, we cleaned a little bit of stuff in there. I know that there are other videos where you can replace some bushings and stuff in here to make it even better. And we may have to do that in order to make it work. But the main problem is, I think what happens over time, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be very wrong, is that in that transmission, the grease may harden over time and kind of cause a little bit of resistance with it backing up. Because what we did is we took each wheel off, we sanded all the axles, well, wire brushed all the axles, and then kind of put them back into the bearings and the bushings there on the mower to help make it a little bit more smooth as it's going away. Just get rid of some of the rust, because this mower does have a little bit of surface rust from where it sits under a shed. But like I said, I think we've made it better by doing that. A lot of WD-40 PB blaster and stuff like that to help get this thing pulling back a little bit better, hopefully. I even PB blasted, whatever you want to call it, the top pulley where it rotates. Because what happens is when you go backwards, these wheels catch and they rotate. So yeah. But should be a good mower. Service it, got it better for her, and so hopefully this will be satisfactory for, like I said, the Honda's going to have a little bit of resistance still, but lubing that up made it a little bit better. Maybe it'll help yours out a little bit as well. It ain't going to make it perfect, just mostly because these mowers are getting older. They're not making any more Hondas anymore, right? So you just got to kind of consider that. But thank y'all again. Hopefully this video helps y'all out. Hopefully it makes it pull your mower back a little bit easier than it was. Again, wire brush, grease, and some PB blaster hopefully will get you in business. Thanks again, y'all, and I will catch y'all on the next one.